It is one of the ugliest chapters in history, and few survivors of the Holocaust are still living to tell about it.
But their families are still telling those stories. The son of a famous survivor speaking tonight at the Nancy and David Wolf Holocaust and Humanities Center's annual meeting. And WLWT News 5's Jatera McGee was there. And as you can imagine, the war in Israel, top of mind.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike, for everyone in the room. And even before this war, more anti-Semitic incidents were being reported here in the U.S. That's even more true now. Tonight, two sons of Holocaust survivors expressed sincere concern about growing anti-Semitism. They say their fathers would be saddened but empowered to speak up.
We saw who rushed to condemn Israel before Israel had yet fired a shot in retaliation or defense.
Speaking to a crowded room at Union Terminal, Elisha Wiesel shared his father's legacy. Renowned author, activist, and Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel. It comes less than a month since Hamas's attack on Israel.
The rockets were falling. Obviously, atrocities were occurring on the southern border. It shook my world.
He likens that shock to one of America's worst days.
I was in New York City downtown on 9/11, so I remember the planes hitting. I remember the chaos. The world is never going to be the same again once you've seen pure evil.
Elisha wasn't the only second-generation survivor in the room. Steve Koppel's father is credited as the first survivor in Cincinnati to speak publicly about the Holocaust, often choosing not to focus on the torture, trauma, and death.
He talked about the harm of hate and prejudice and how you had to stand up to it even if it didn't apply to you.
Werner Koppel was sent to Auschwitz as a teen and survived 22 months in the slave labor camp.
My father escaped from the death march featured in the book Night, and he wound up going into a town called Gleiwitz, where he met my mom, who nursed him back to health.
He moved to the U.S. in 1949, settling in Cincinnati, where he later died in 2016. Steve says he would be heartbroken if still alive today.
There's going to be no winners here. This is just going to be a nightmare that's going to last for generations on both sides.
He says there are many lessons still to be learned from the Holocaust.
It's a moral compass. It shows you what we can become if we're not careful. And we are heading down a path where we're not careful.
His father, Werner Koppel, spent years of his life traveling around the city here in Cincinnati and sharing his story with thousands of students. He wanted them to see what unchecked hate and prejudice can do. That's a mission his son and Ellie's son are now both carrying on in their father's names. Jatera McGee, WLWT News 5.